Good morning, my dear boys. Welcome to our video class, YouTube video class organized by Baranagar Ramakrishna Mission Ashram High School. Feeling very elated to meet you again. Very elated to have the opportunity to speak to you after long days. Now, come to the point. Now you are in class 10 and you must keep in your mind that you are going to sit for the Madhyamik examination in 2022. So you must be very careful, must be very attentive to your studies, and you must adhere to everything that is being taught in school. You must be careful in classroom teaching and also in these video online classes when the class is not being possible due to the pandemic. And you must adhere to the question pattern in all subjects. In English, also, you have to abide by the rules also, and at the same time, you must be aware of the question pattern and the distribution of marks in this subject. ইংরেজিতে যে মার্কসের ডিভিশনটা আছে সে ব্যাপারটা নিয়ে একটু সচেতন হতে হবে কেননা পরীক্ষার কোয়েশ্চেন প্যাটার্নটা তো জানতে হবে তা না হলে তো আমাদের প্রিপারেশনে অসুবিধা হবে and I am advising you on behalf of all the teachers in our school that all your teachers are well versed in their respective subjects. And so just follow them, just follow what they are teaching, and you will be much benefited from their teaching. Now, come to the point. You know, in every subject, you will get a 90-mark question in the Madhyamik examination. In English also, you will have to answer a 90-mark question in the examination hall, and the rest 10 marks is that marks are attributed in the project. Okay, out of this 90, there is a specific marks division. There is a specific division, specific distribution of marks. You know, perhaps you have already gone through the front page of your text, that is Bliss, and I think you know that there are 8 lessons in the text. মোটা 8টা লেসন আছে তোদের বই দেখতে পাবি 8 lessons are there in the text. Out of them, 4 lessons are prose pieces, prose lessons, and 4 poetry lessons. And you have to answer questions from both prose and poetry, and also a large number of unseen questions. Okay, now come to the distribution of marks. You have to note all these things. Uh, if I were in the classroom, I must have written on the blackboard, but now I have no blackboard right now in my house, and that is why I am telling you, you have to note it down. You know, there is a broad division. 3 divisions are there in the question paper that you will have to get in the Madhyamik examination. The divisions are reading, grammar and vocabulary, and writing. These three divisions are there. In the reading portion, you have to answer 40 marks. And out of these 40 marks, there are again 2 divisions. One is seen, reading seen, and the other is reading unseen. In reading seen portion, you have to answer 20 marks, and 20 marks will be attributed in reading unseen. Okay. In reading seen, 12 marks will come from the prose section. From prose section, you have to answer 12 marks. And out of this, there will be a passage from any of the texts, any of the lessons. There will be a passage. It will be extracted in the question paper, and you have to answer on the basis of this extract, that is from your textbook Bliss, and that is from any of the prose lessons in your textbook. Out of these 12 marks, there would be different types of questions. At the beginning, I must tell you that the questions that you will have to answer in the Madhyamik examination, there are 4 types of questions. First, MCQ. There are MCQ questions. There will be MCQ questions. MCQ, that is multiple choice type questions. You will have a question, and you will also have 4 probable answers. You have to pick out the right one. Okay, this is MCQ, multiple choice type question. And there would be SAQ, short answer type question. Each of the MCQ questions will consist 1 mark only, and SAQ also will consist 1 mark each. Next, LAQ. LAQ, long answer type question. Here you have to answer in one sentence or in one clause. There may be 2 sentences too, but sometimes you have to write 2 sentences also, but you have to answer in complete sentences. And here each question will have 2 marks. So MCQ and SAQ, these questions are of 1 mark each, and LAQ will have 2 marks each. Next, DAQ, descriptive answer type question. In such questions, there will be 10 marks in one question. Okay. Now, there are 4 types of questions: MCQ, SAQ, LAQ, and DAQ. MCQ and SAQ will have 1 mark each. LAQ will have 2 marks each, and DAQ will consist of 10 marks. 10 marks will be attributed in DAQ. Okay. In the prose lesson, in the scene prose reading part, you will have to answer 5 MCQ. 5 MCQ. Okay. So there are 5 marks in MCQ. 5 MCQ questions will be set in the scene prose reading. In the scene reading, in the prose part. And in the prose part, there will be 3 SAQ. Here, you have to answer usually. Sometimes exception happens, but usually you have to answer in one word or in a phrase, 1 or 2 words or in a phrase. Here also, you have to answer 3 SAQ, 3 short answer type questions from the prose part of scene reading. And you have to answer 2 LAQ, 2 questions on long answer basis, and that is 2 into 2, 4. So there are 12 marks in the prose part of scene reading. Okay, 5 MCQ, 1 into 5. You have to answer 5 questions and you will get 5 marks there. In SAQ part, you have to answer 3 questions of 1 mark each, and there are 3 marks. 5 plus 3, 8, and 2 LAQ, and here 2 into 2, 4. So 12 marks are there in the prose part of the scene reading portion. বোঝা গেল ব্যাপারটা? প্রোজের সিন রিডিং এর যে অংশটায় প্রোজ সেখান থেকে টোটাল 12 মার্কসের প্রশ্ন আসবে, যেটা প্যাসেজ তুলে দেওয়া হবে ব্লিস থেকে, এবং সেখানে 5টা এমসিকিউ করতে হবে, 3টে এসএ কিউ করতে হবে এবং 2টো এলএ কিউ করতে হবে। Now come to the poetry part of the scene reading. Here there will be an extract from a poem. Okay, there may be the entire poem is there. Okay, and you have to answer 8 marks in total from this part, that is the poetry part of scene reading. Here you have to answer 4 MCQ and 2 LAQ. 4 MCQ and 2 LAQ. That means there will be questions of 1 mark each, and there will be 4 such questions. And in LAQ you have to answer 2 questions. There will be no option. Okay, you have to answer all the questions. So we have completed the scene reading part, and there are 20 marks, and I have told you already the division of marks. Now come to the unseen reading part. In unseen reading part, there will be a passage, unseen passage from anywhere of your standard, of course, and you have to answer 20 marks on the basis of this text, this unseen text. Here you have to answer 6 MCQ. So there are 6 marks here in MCQ from unseen passage, 6 MCQ, and after that there will be again 6 SAQ. Here you have to answer in in one word or in a phrase usually, and after that you have to answer 4 LAQ. 4 LAQ, that means 4 into 2, 2 into 4, 8. So in unseen reading part there are 20 marks, and you have to answer 6 MCQ, 6 SAQ, and 4 LAQ. Okay, uh, some patterns are also there in each and every part of such questions. I will tell you later on about all these things. Now I am telling you only the division of marks and pattern of questions. So we have completed telling about the unseen reading comprehension unseen part, and I think you have already understood what I am telling you. That is, there would be 6 MCQ, 6 SAQ, and 4 LAQ, 20 in total in the unseen part of the reading. Now come to grammar and vocabulary. In grammar and vocabulary, you will have 3 MCQ, and it is often the proper forms of verbs and words. Questions come in such manner. There will be a passage, and there are 3 blanks in the passage, and you have to use the proper verb form or word from in this blank, and there would be 3 or 4 options in the bracket. You have to pick out only the correct form from that bracket and write it down in the blank provided. So this is MCQ. In grammar, there would be 3 questions here. Now, 9 marks are there in the grammar and vocabulary portion in the SAQ part. And in this, of this 9 marks, there would be questions about the use of articles and prepositions, use of phrasal verbs, and also transformation, narration change, voice change, um, transforming sentences from complex to simple, transformation of the word form, etc., etc. All these things will be there. And there would be 9 such questions in grammar and vocabulary. All these are all these questions are about the grammar. So far I have told you 9 plus 3, 12. These questions would be set on the basis of grammar part. Now come to vocabulary part. There would be 4 LAQ, though It is called LAQ. In these questions, in while you are answering such questions, you have to write only one word. You have to pick out the word from the answering passage, and that is the vocabulary test. Okay, and each such question will consist of 2 marks. If you write down four correct words, you will get 8 marks. Okay, that is very interesting. That is LAQ, but you have to write only one word. Such questions are vocabulary questions, questions based on vocabulary, your knowledge of words. Now come to the writing part. I have told you already, I have already told you about DAQ. The writing part is absolutely based on DAQ. You will get three writing questions, three writing topic. And in this writing topic, you have to write paragraph, all types of letters, personal, formal, official, all types of letters. Notice writing, that is something new. I will teach you, and other teachers also teach you how to write notice. Mm, we shall help you to learn all these things. Don't worry. There is nothing to worry about because you are also there and we are also there. We are always with you, and you will get all sorts of help from teachers and school. So there is nothing to worry about. Uh, so paragraph writing, paragraph on the basis of anything, any topic, paragraph on the basis of producing something, manufacturing something, that is called by you people, that is processing. Next, biography writing, that is also a paragraph writing. You have to write only one paragraph in all these topics. Now, letter writing, all sorts of letter writing, I have told you, personal letter, formal letter, all sorts of letter will be there, and you have to learn how to write them. You have already learned, and you will learn again in this class. Then story writing is also there. Then conversation writing, summary writing, and of course, notice writing, newspaper reporting. You have to practice all these things, and only notice writing is new to you people. You haven't learned it yet, and I have told you, you will be guided by all of us how to solve all these writing problems. We shall help you in learning how to write such things, how to write such writing uh, topics. So there is no problem. There would be no problem for you. There would be three writing items, and each writing item will consist of 10 marks. And three writing items plus 10 marks each, so 30 marks are there. And the 90, you have already got the calculation of 90 marks. So 20 from seen reading, 20 from unseen reading, 20 from grammar and vocabulary, and 30 from writing. Okay, this specification will be strictly followed not only in Madhyamik, in all the examinations taken by school authority. So you must practice uh, with a strict adherence to this division of marks. Never forget it. Okay. So I have already told you the synopsis of the division of marks. So we can now start, we can now begin the our task, that is reading the text. And tomorrow, the next day, we shall discuss the first lesson, and you will be very interested. I think in the first lesson because it is a very interesting one. Uh, I shall help you to learn the first lesson the next day. So, goodbye for today. Okay?